Okay, this is something I absolutely have to make a video about. I booked a Scoot economy flight and they gave me a business class ticket. I didn't book Scoot Biz, I booked Scoot Economy. Okay, before we proceed any further in this video, I just want to talk very quickly about the timeline of events because I still don't know how I was able to get a Singapore Airlines business class ticket, and maybe if I talk through the timeline of events to you, you might be able to tell me why I was able to get that. So I booked my Scoot economy ticket back in June 2019. I booked the fly, bag and eat package where I get 20 kilos of baggage and also a meal during the flight. I also paid extra to select my seat as an aisle seat, and altogether this costed me 285 Aussie dollars. Didn't pay for Scoot Biz and I didn't pay to bid for a Scoot business class ticket. Around 2 weeks before my flight to Singapore, I got an email from Scoot saying that they've engaged Singapore Airlines to charter this flight from Sydney to Singapore, and the reason for this was due to tighter aircraft utilization across their network. And to be honest, I was pretty stoked because I paid for Scoot economy and now I was going to be able to fly Singapore Airlines. As a side note, I did actually call up Scoot to see if I could cancel my bag and my meal because these two things are actually included as complimentary in a Singapore Airlines flight. And I was wondering if I could get a refund. The lady on the phone said that I couldn't get an outright refund, but they will send me a Scoot voucher equivalent to the value of the bag and the meal that I paid for in the next 3 to 5 weeks. I still haven't received it, but if I do, I'll update the description in this video to let you know. On the day of departure, I arrived at Sydney Airport at around 11:15. My flight was scheduled for boarding at 12:40. And when I got to the check-in counters, I noticed that it was pretty much empty. I was the only one there. I didn't have to line up or anything. And I got to the check-in counter at about 11:25 and I asked the lady at the counter, I was like, am I really late or something? Why is there no one here? And she looked at me and she was like, yeah, you're pretty late. Anyway, she checked me in, she handed me my business class ticket. I think this just about sets the scene, so we'll jump right back into that video. I don't actually know if I'll be actually flying in business class. When she gave me that ticket, I'm like, I'm not actually flying business class. And she was like, yes you are. And she looked confused and I looked confused and we both were equally confused. But I think this means I get access to the lounge. So I'm gonna go check it out right now. I am so confused, but pleasantly confused. Okay, I honestly still don't know how it happened. It is currently 11:45. The flight boards at 12:10. I'm gonna see if I can actually get into the lounge for Singapore Airlines. I'm sorry, I ran here. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I just tried to access the lounge, but I was refused entry because they actually crossed off the business class lounge thingy majiggy, so I don't actually get to access the lounge. Now I'm really intrigued to see if I actually fly a Singapore Airlines business class product and whether I will actually be able to enjoy everything that's on a Singapore Airlines business class product, such as the entertainment system, such as the food, and whether the seats are actually a flat bed as well. Because I'm currently just really confused as to how this all happened, but we'll see. We board in 10 minutes and I need to get some water. That's what I need to get. And then I need to go get some food as well because I haven't eaten today. Just in case I don't actually enjoy the full range of amenities on the business class flight. Because I'll just shut up. But we'll see in a bit. I have never been the first person to ever board a plane, but this time I will be the first.
Number 16 Charlie. Straight out.
Thank you. Alright, switching to voiceover. This was a Boeing 777-200 aircraft and carries one of Singapore Airlines' oldest business class seats. While the seats are a bit dated, I mean, who am I to complain when I've been boosted from a budget economy flight to now a Singapore Airlines business class product? It is definitely very, very comfortable and I'm very, very happy with it. The seats were a 2-2-2 configuration and surprisingly, the flight wasn't completely full. While these seats could be transformed into a bed, they don't actually recline to the full 180 degrees. These seats are controlled by electronic buttons under the handrests, and they even have takeoff or lie flat preset buttons so that you can get to each position quicker. In terms of the in-flight entertainment system, I was pleasantly surprised that they were actually functioning because I'd read in some forums that Scoot flights chartered by Singapore Airline carriers sometimes disable their in-flight entertainment system because these usually actually come at a premium in a Scoot booking. Anyway, the seat had a decently sized in-flight entertainment screen that came packed with movies, TV series, and music. The screen itself wasn't a touchscreen, which is fine by me because the distance between the screen and the seat was too far away anyway. Instead, it is controlled by a remote that is on the side of my armrests. They also offered earphones, which I assume you can actually take that home, though I didn't. This seat doesn't actually offer too much storage. There are a couple of storage compartments under the in-flight entertainment screen, which you can use to store smaller personal items. In terms of the airplane bathroom, it wasn't really anything special. You can see for yourself. Okay, now let's talk about the food on this flight. We weren't actually given a menu because there was only one meal offered on the flight, with a couple of main options for everyone, which was either a meat or a veg option. I got myself a beef curry with rice and veggies, and I have to say, the beef was actually quite tender and flavoursome. The meal also came with a salad. This is actually a piece of pork, and underneath is a lentil salad. And we also got a dinner roll and cheese and crackers. And overall, it was pretty good. The tray table was actually stowed in the armrest on my left-hand side, and once it was taken out, you can actually adjust the distance between yourself and the table. It was also large enough to fit my 15-inch laptop and for me to edit comfortably, so that was pretty cool. The entire flight lasted about 8.5 hours, and even though I didn't get to experience the full business class experience, most notably missing the food and the drinks typically offered in a business class product, I actually really enjoyed the entire experience, and I kind of wish the flight was a little bit longer. Alright, so that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. So what do you think? Do you think it was a mistake? Because I genuinely think that that was a mistake. I don't even have a KrisFlyer membership, so I don't know why they would even upgrade me to business class. Anyway, that is it for today. Let me know in the comments below what you think and whether you've ever been upgraded when flying. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I post new videos every Tuesdays and Fridays, so check them out if you have time. Have an amazing rest of the day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!